So everybody's always asking me and sending me questions about side control, right? And when I get into side control, the very first thing that I'm always going to start doing is I'm going to start fighting at that hip line. I pull their head in. Now there's a couple reasons why I do this. It's so that I can align him better with myself. I push off this way and pull this way so that I can get space in between. So that way I can start bringing that knee down that midline, and now we got kind of like a knee shield, but it's not exactly a half guard. I'm just kind of knee shielding in right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start fighting at that bicep, and I start pushing back and I start getting extended. I want to get my way eventually to where I can grip right here. So I'm going to go from the bicep to the wrist, and I'm going to lock it in. When I do that, I'm going to push this up, and I'm going to make a nice little loop right there. Looks perfectly sized for my foot, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring my foot out, knee points outward, foot comes in, I'm going to swing. Once I do that, I pull it down and I hook. As you can see, it's super uncomfortable for him because I start pulling him back. Now, what this is reminiscent of in my mind is kind of like a pillory. Back whenever they throw those the hands in back and they isolate them, and then you're kind of just stuck in that bent over position, medieval times. That's what I'm looking for. I want to come here. Now, I'm going to grip onto his front delt and hook in right at the armpit. As I do that, I'm going to pick my knee up, and that's what's going to sweep him over. Once we're locked, I can start pulling this arm in. I have a nice little bicep slicer there. It's literally just scooping into the bend of my arm, and I'm going to start climbing my fingers up into around his deltoid, and then I get my tap. Or I can start coming in for a pretty nasty Ezekiel right here, and he's stuck in it the whole time. Or once again, we have nasty little punch chokes. If I don't want to be in any of this, I can start grabbing onto his leg, and I'm going to push on the back of his head, push him over, and now we have a pretty nasty mount. And I can come up, start throwing in for an arm bar. I can start cutting in for a twister. There's all sorts of options. One of my favorite places to be, so please play with it. Let me know what you come up with. Tag me.